So today we got to talk about the only home team in the inaugural kickoff weekend of the XFL losing its home opener and regular season opener and all that's coming up after the bumper.
Don't be cornering me. Hold up. Time. You gotta help me with that corner shit.
What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. It's always college football related, sports related. We have a good time. Today, I was planning to be able to get on to this doggone thing and gloat a little bit about my Dallas Renegades giving the business to the St. Louis Battlehawks. But as it worked out, I owe Owen Ostrowski 500 push-ups, and I owe Spencer Mayberry a 14-inch pepperoni pizza, and I am not happy about it. It ain't that Landry Jones couldn't play. I understand. It ain't that Eric Dungy couldn't play. I understand. I was perfectly okay with watching Philip Nelson go out there and do the doggone thing, coming to Minnesota by way of, or East Carolina by way of Minnesota, ended up in the XFL's third-string quarterback. I get all of that. What I cannot abide is a quarterback who can't throw the ball down the field. Like, come on, man. Come on, dog. Like, check down after check down after check down. I felt like I was watching Eli Manning circa 2018. Like, what are we doing here? Lance Dunbar in the backfield. I'm going, Hal. Just hand the ball to Lance. Hand the ball to Lance here, Hal. Like, this dude, he ain't going to get it done out here. We got Jeff Badette running crossing routes with 4.27 speed. Can't run no end arounds to him? Why not just try to load up and run the ball? Run it out of spread. That'll work. Run some power spread. Run a little trap. Run a little off tackle. Run a little pull power. No, that ain't how it works. And I, as a rule, hate betting the over on any, but none of these games hit the over, man. Like the Dallas Renegades were not only supposed to win this game, they're supposed to win the whole doggone championship, all right? They're the favorite to win this thing. Not after this week. Not after this week. Now, shout out to the 17,000 folks that made it out to Globe Life Park for the inaugural kickoff of this game in Dallas. My parents were a couple of those. Shout out to my dad who drove my mother down there, who's going to drive my mom back. My mom showed up in the XFL Dallas Renegades jersey and bandana, looking just... My mom goes so hard, but y'all know that. I mean, you see her every single day. Shouts to Keith Ford, who got the first TD against Bob Stoops' defense. You'll know that Keith Ford played some running back at Oklahoma before transferring to Texas A&M. He's running back for the St. Louis Battlehawks. I will always remember Keith Ford for running hard. I'll also always remember him for getting his soul snatched by one Hatari Bird at a live viewing period for the media in like spring 2014, right? And Keith Ford comes over to us and says, look, we're supposed to be on the same team, to which I'm thinking, yeah, but Hatari Bird plays defense and you do not. I wish Hatari Bird was still able to play some football, but be that as it may, Jordan Smallwood had a nice touchdown reception for the Los Angeles Wildcats. Frank Alexander got himself a sack of Jordan Ta'amu. They rushed for like damn near 200 yards against Dallas Renegades, which ain't got no rush defense, but that's another topic altogether. I mean, for the most part, it was a lot of fun, right? DeMontre Hurst playing for the Tampa Vipers. I enjoyed that aspect of it. Emmanuel Beal over there for the Tampa Bay Vipers over there. They need a quarterback. I don't know why Mark Trestman wouldn't want to run some more, just kind of Texas spread with Quint Flowers, because Aaron Murray just ain't out there getting it done. And that's really one of the takeaways from this entire weekend. You need great quarterback play to succeed as a league. Forget a football team, just as a league. And when they had good quarterback play, PJ Walker, not only did the Houston Roughnecks win their game, but they look good. It's a good product. When you got bad quarterback play, a.k.a. Dallas Renegades, you can't even score a friggin' touchdown, all right? Also, what is it with these head coaches that don't want to go for 2 or 3? We had like 1 plus 2-point conversion and then the Saturday, and then 1 on Sunday. I'm going, why not go for 3? You can get a 9-point touchdown. I thought that's what this league was supposed to be about. I appreciate the running clock, if for no other reason than it shortened the length for which we all had to watch what we are not used to as great football. Now, I'll also add to what I've said earlier, which is that this league is up against 150 years of college football and 100 years of the NFL. If you're judging it against those two things, it ain't going to be very good. But if you're judging it against high school football, and as a person who watched a lot of high school football, you're going to go, this is pretty good. This is pretty doggone good. This is junior college football. It's Good JUCO. It's JUCO with network television behind it and outstanding coaches and JUCO level talent. That said, Sammy Coates was playing with Pittsburgh Steelers at one point for the Texans for a little bit. He's with the Houston Roughnecks. Coney Elam had 3 sacks of Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl 50. He playing with the Roughnecks. Connor Cook is backing up P.J. Walker. He won a playoff game against the Texans. You know, you have dudes in this league that had been somebody in the NFL, but that's kind of the thing. They had been somebody. They are no longer anybody. Landry Jones, first signing for the XFL. My man was in construction, taking down drywall. Got hurt in such a way that they didn't feel good throwing him out there to the Wolves in this game, to which I'm going, well, I mean, even if he could complete a pass past 15 yards, yo, Bob, why you got Landry over there in full pads and a ball cap? It's a bad look. Bad look, but it's a good look for the league. Successful weekend for the league. They're going to be in business next week. The bar is so low right now. You got to know that. You got to know that the bar is on the floor right now. We all just want to see it get to the next week and see it get to the next week and see it get to the next week. Because none of us are actually going to full-fledged buy into the XFL being around next year until they finish this year and they actually show up next year. That said, take it for what it is. The games went off. And when we had great play-by-play and color analysts, it was great. Kurt Menefee and Joel Klatt calling the Houston Roughnecks versus the Los Angeles Wildcats was an outstandingly good game. It's an awesome game because Kurt Menefee could call traffic and we would all watch it. Joel Klatt, same difference. He's pro. But then you got to put Joey Galloway out there and it didn't look like he would rather be out there golfing, man. He's not actually wanting to have any chemistry with anybody in the booth. Pat McAfee is trying to get jazzed about the only all-pro player in this league doing all-pro type stuff. Marquette King for MVP as far as I'm concerned right now, man. Matter of fact, if the special teams dude doesn't mess up his 63-yard punt, that's perfect. That's like a hole-in-one in golf. But Joey Galloway doesn't want to hear that. Just wants to dump all over it. And I'm not here for that. Like, you got to be a cheerleader for this league right now because it's up against everything. If you're not going to be in on this league and you're part of ESPN, you're part of Fox, you're part of ABC, you don't want to buy in, fine, cool. Don't get assigned to this game. Don't get assigned to this league. We need folks that are going to be just about it. Because we all have bad things to say about the league. I mean, I made an upload about Johnny Manziel not being in this league, and you know that he's probably going to be better than all but like 2 quarterbacks in the XFL right now. But his baggage prevents him from being a marquee signing, whereas a guy like Sean Oakman can play in this league. He'll also remind you that he was acquitted, right? But he's not the franchise or the face of your franchise, the face of your league. That's why guys like Landry Jones and Aaron Murray are playing. That's why we will not see a guy like Manziel at quarterback. It just won't happen in this league. Oliver Luck won't allow it. But are they making money? We'll see, right? They certainly had great turnout for the first weekend. I don't know if they'll be able to sustain that, but it looks like the average of about 15 to 20,000 folks showing up is what you can expect. They had a great tailgating atmosphere at Globe Life Park. Yeah, I'm excited about the league. I want the league to continue. I want it to be good. I'm not going to really entertain anybody that wants to talk noise about it. I understand if it's not your thing, cool. Don't watch it. Like, you don't hear me over on this channel talking noise about golf. I don't watch it. You know what I mean? I'm probably going to end up talking more about NASCAR, to be quite honest with you, because Christopher Bell finished 9th in Daytona qualifying. He's from Norman, Oklahoma, 3-time Chili Bowl Nationals champ. He finally got a ride. The Levine family racing team's going to try to give him a good go at this thing. He's going to be a great rookie. They ain't chartered, but, you know, it would take some doing for them to get that. One way for it is for Christopher Bell to have a great showing at Daytona, right? And we'll talk about the playoffs. We'll talk about the 36 race schedule and the 26 regular season and so forth, so on. But that's kind of my point. I like NASCAR, so I'll be talking about it. UFC, I like mixed martial arts, so I'm talking about it. But if you don't like the XFL, don't talk about it. Just let it go. Even Joel Klatt was out here saying nice things about the thing because he wants it to succeed. He wants to see guys play football in the spring. He wants to see guys get 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th opportunities. We can all talk noise, okay? We can all be Debbie Downers. But for once, be a hellraiser, but in the best way. Deuces.